Money.
Let's go to the felt. Eric quickly folding.
Money's getting there, so.
Back around to Cornel on the button. Looks at king, queen. Nice hand. Going to make it 125,000 to go.
Right behind him, Soheil with the exact same hand. King, queen as well.
Soheil is going to make the call. Fighting it out for this prestigious title. There you see our chip leader, 24-year-old Matt Stout. He's out in front with over $4 million.
That's right. He's a pro out of Vegas. Grew up watching the World Poker Tour, he says, and now it's his dream to take home a title. Let's see if he does it. And he's a 5,000. Blinds are 25 and 50,000. Four-handed poker about to begin. Action going to Cornel Cimpan, the WPT champion, and he looks down at a king 5, quickly folds his hand.
Action over to Soheil. What the hell, Shamseddin? He's got a nice hand here on the button. King, queen of clubs. He's going to raise the youngsters. Makes it 150,000 to go.
Into the chip leader, Matt Stout. He's got a king 10, but he's going to pass. Now, Eric Froehlich, Efro they call him. Eric is a World Series title winner. He was the youngest at the time at age 21.
He's actually won 2 bracelets at the World Series of Poker.
20 attempts here on the World Poker Tour. He's finally made a cash. Well, he's got a queen jack and he's made this call. So two-way action. Here's the flop.
The flop comes 9-6-3 with 2 clubs. Soheil with the best hand and the best draw.
Yeah, Efro doesn't hit anything and he's going to check it. And Soheil with the 4 flush. Makes the continuation bet. He's going to stick out 525,000. And Eric.
Just has the lonely queen jack. And he's going to give it up. Look at Soheil, very disappointed. Most people, when they just have a flush draw, are just happy to win the pot. Not this guy. He wants action, Vince. He loves to get his money in with hands like this.
This is one of them.
Well, he is quite a character.
Well, when we saw him at his first WPT final table in Mississippi, we nicknamed him So What the Hell, Shamseddin, because he shrugged and seemed to play a lot of pots and said, oh, what the hell, let's gamble.
Well, look at it this way, boys.
You got to love this guy.
Years from now, you remember this night because you had a good time.
I only have a good time because you're here, Soho. You're the best. I wish I could have you at every table with me.
Me too.
Me too, for the rest of my life.
Happy-go-lucky. The guy's showing the love for him. Eric quickly folding. Cornel. Now with a 7 deuce of hearts.
150.
And look at this. He is the bandit. The Houston Bandit's going to try to steal this one. Makes it 150 to go.
Raising with a 7 deuce. And he's going to win the pot because of it.
Yep, they all fly away. That's why they call him the bandit. Very sneaky player, very aggressive. Plays almost anything.
Pretty incredible to me, Vince, that both Cornel and Soheil are from Houston, Texas. They're playing home games together down there. Here they've traveled to Foxwoods and are at the final table together against these 2 young, solid players making their first WPT final table appearance.
All right, it's on him right now.
125.
And this time he has an attractive ace-10, makes it 125 to go. Into Soheil with the button, who has an ace-6. And he is interested to play, makes this call.
Well, likes to gamble.
Now Matt Stout out of Vegas quickly folds his hand. And let's see what Efro does. An uneventful 6-3. So he's going to leave it to the seniors.
The 2 Houstonians going at it here. Both have been at a WPT final table before. Cornel going for his 2nd title.
Well, here's the flop 9-8-7. They both have straight draws. It's a check by Cornel. Soheil with a smaller straight draw, going to bet 150,000. And a quick call by Cornel.
Here comes a turn card. The 10 of diamonds. Soheil has made a straight. Cornel has top pair and top kicker.
And Cornel has checked it. Even though you have 10s, very scary. 4 cards come out like that.
You're always fearful your opponent's got a 6 or a jack in their hand. In this case, you'd be right to fear it.
Yeah, Soheil's going to put out 300,000. And there's Soheil's daughter looking very happy on the rail.
Vince, can you imagine growing up with Soheil as your father? It's either a lifelong Disneyland or I don't know what.
Well, must be fun visiting him at the asylum.
Hey, he's a super nice guy. Just enjoys himself playing poker, that's all.
All right, take it.
Well, he's going to get the fold here. Soheil taking another pot.
Nice lay down by Cornel Cimpan right there. Soheil shows him the straight, and we move on.
Soheil shows the straight.
4 players left fighting it out for this coveted WPT title.
Who wants 50 bucks? I'm not joking. Deposit $1 and you get a $50 global spin ticket instantly at WPT Global. With this ticket, you could spin and win up to $300,000. Imagine what you could do with $300,000 right now. So go find $1 in your couch or somewhere and sign up. Click the link in the YouTube description. Sign up to WPT Global with bonus code SPIN50 and deposit $1. But hurry, it's only for the first 100 people.
And dreamed of the day he can play at one of these final tables and maybe take home a title.
Well, this could be the day, Vance. As you can see, he's our big chip leader with 4 players left. So he's got a great shot to take down that WPT title he's dreamed about all his life right here tonight.
All right there you see the graph. And it's the percentage of chips the player has. If you have a green line, that means you have above average chips. A red line means below average. Cards are being dealt. Let's go to the felt. It's going to be on Eric Froehlich. He quickly folds his hand.
And Cornel Cimpan on the button lays his hand down, so we get the battle of the blind.
And here comes the madman, Soheil, with just a little suited connector. He's going to bump it up. 150,000 to go. Into the chip leader, Matt.
Well, he's got 9-8. He's got position. But look at this, Vince. He doesn't call. He comes over the top for a $200,000 re-raise. He's in position. He's got the chip lead. He knows this other guy will raise with anything, so I try to put pressure on him to take the pot away from him here with just a 9 high.
But Soheil is not going anywhere. He's going to make this call. Who will get lucky? Here come the first 3.
Flop comes ace, ace, 8. Nice flop for Matt right there.
Yep, he's got 8s and aces. Soheil has to act first. Nothing materializing for that flop, and he's going to check.
Well, Matt checks right behind him.
Kind of surprised at that. Here comes the turn card.
6 of diamonds on the turn.
Soheil going to check again, and another check. Going to the river.
7 of diamonds comes off. Soheil has absolutely nothing. I'm sure he knows the only way he could possibly win this pot is to bet on it, because truthfully he's just playing the board.
Oh boy, he has bet it.
Call.
And an insta call by the chip leader.
He did this. I didn't know if that meant
So slow playing those 2 8s paid off for him. He made an extra $500,000 because of it. That's on every occasion. This final table, Matt Stout has looked up Soheil when he's been making a move on him.
Call.
Matt Stout has picked Soheil off like a cherry on a tree every time he's made a play at a pot so far. This guy reads him like a book, I can tell you.
Well, look at Matt's father just holding his heart there. Rooting their son on. Big title at stake here. And in this hand, Matt quickly folding his hand.
It's over on Eric on the button. Just has a 10-8 offsuit, but has a lot of respect in terms of being viewed as a solid player. So he's going to raise it here on the button, makes it 130,000 to go.
Yeah, he's perceived at this table as very tight, solid. Cornel with ace-jack calls, and behind him, Soheil with ace-king.
I'm all in.
And he's going to go all in. And Eric must be saying, why did I get involved? That stupid button. He folds.
Well, Cornel now has a tough decision to make here, Vince. This is the one player that you might consider calling here with an ace-jack, because you know that Soheil can make this play with any 2 cards. It so happens he's got Cornel dominated here right now.
James, let me know when he calls, baby.
All right, brother.
Soheil getting up and walking away from the table, something I don't think should be allowed until
Everybody
action is
here.
complete.
Call! Call!
In other words, Cornel should have a right to look at his opponent while he's making his decision, just as his opponent had a right to look at him when he made his.
And finally, Cornel is going to fold it.
He got away from that ace-jack.
Yes, he did.
We are gonna play poker now.
Soheil never at a loss for words at the table, always smiling, looking like he's having a great time.
Yeah, money.
Let's go to the felt. Eric quickly folding.
Money's getting there, so.
Back around to Cornel on the button. Looks at king-queen. Nice hand. Going to make it 125,000 to go.
Right behind him, Soheil with the exact same hand. King-queen as well.
Soheil is going to make the call.
Now it's on to Matt Stout, who's got just a 5-4, and he goes away.
I'm surprised he laid that down with 320,000 in the pot.
James!
Cost him 75,000 to call, but he's out.
You know the no. You know the no. What comes now? Check dark. Announce.
All right. Soheil's going to check dark.
Well, again, he checks dark, meaning whatever comes out there, he's not betting. Now, flop comes 10-9-5. Both players have the same hand, a king-queen, meaning they both have a gut shot straight draw.
And they both check. Turn card, ace of diamonds.
I check dark. I just forgot to say it.
Well, Cornel's going to make a nice bet here, going to represent that he has an ace. So he's bet 150,000. Now, Soheil sits back down. He just has the gut shot straight draw. Only has king high, but look at this, Vince. He's calling 150,000.
I check dark.
And again, he checks dark. Well, that'll scare you. And now the board pairs tens.
I check.
Now Cornel checks. They're going to split this pot. Both players have a king and a queen.
Can't win, sir.
Thank you. You got the same hand? Yeah.
You gotta love somebody. He's playing for $1 million. They can enjoy himself like this, Vince.
More players remain here on the World Poker Tour. We'll come back to more action in just a few moments. Up we go. Eric looks down at a pretty good ace-jack of clubs.
As you said, he's got just over 900,000, which is the short stack. He goes all in. Not going to fool around with a moderation raise where somebody could come in there and outdraw him. He's just saying, if you got this hand beat, good luck to you.
Cornel out. Soheil. He's going to lay down ace-8.
Nice lay down by him.
You got it.
And Matt Stout can't play, so a little power poker there by the short stack.
And picks up the blinds and antes, which right now total 95,000. So adds 10% to a stack by picking up blinds and antes.
All right, back to the felt. Soheil first to act. This time he's got a pair of fours.
We know he likes these little pairs. He's not going anywhere. In fact, he's going to toot it up a little. Makes it 150,000 to go.
Matt going out. Back on Eric, and Eric's picked up a big hand. Ace-king.
He's going to ship it here. He's gone all in with an ace-king. Cornel going out.
Back on Soheil. Soheil usually don't like to call off your money with the little pairs, but he's up. Before he said he doesn't mind gambling when he has a lot of chips, and right now he has a lot of chips.
Well, it's going to cost him over 800,000 to make this call, though, and against a tight player, Vince.
Wow.
Mathematically not really correct to make this call. And I say that because the best you're going to be in is a race situation.
He's going to call it.
Well, Vince, that's a big call this time. Over 825,000, and we have a classic race situation.
Keep it low!
Lucy, I'm home!
I haven't sat in here. Last time I sat here, I won.
Notice the difference in personalities, Vince. One guy scared to death. The other guy directing traffic among the crowd, sitting in the stands, visiting them.
Such a bad call.
He's a gambler. You know? Same thing with you.
Well, I mean, obviously I won it. Tighter than anyone. I won anyone calling me fours, but
The crowd hollering for a 4.
I feel like I'm golfing.
Feels like he's golfing. He's hollering 4. Yeah, that means he hits the ball straight too, Vince. Just like he plays poker sometimes. Let's see if it works for him here.
Here's the flop.
Well, 10-5 deuce. So far, it's so good for Soheil. As the cards lie, Eric is going to have to catch an ace or a king or 2 running cards to make it straight to win this pot. Yeah, the 9 of spades comes off, so we are down to the river. Eric Froehlich, the 25-year-old, is going to have to catch an ace or a king on the river, or he's going to be our 4th place finisher.
Wake me up when it's done.
There it is, 8 of diamonds. So once again, Soheil winning a race to take a player out at this final table.
Efro in a state of shock. Going to go home with $232,000.
The best you could, buddy.
He's going to be our 4th place finisher.
it's a terrible call, but it sucks.
There you go, Mr. Maniac.
And the Wild Man has done it again. Knocked out another player. We're down to 3.
Soheil can keep playing like this and win the tournament. Like, you just have to catch cards, and he's catching cards. So obviously, pocket 4s is either going to be an 80-20 dog or 50-50. So it's a call that I want him to make every time. It's really, 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 really not good against me. But you know, this time it didn't work out. It is what it is. I think Matt's playing really well. I think he's got position on Soheil, and Soheil's going to come up with our chips. He's playing crazy, and Matt's been really on his game all week. So I expect him to take it down.
All right, Cornel Cimpan in the small blind with just a 9-5, and the Houston Bandit is going to call.
So he's gonna check.
No, I can't.
What?
No. Not this time, not this time, not
Let's go. Don't waste time.
All he had to say
Well,
was
Cornel trying to get him to check so he could see a cheap flop there, but
Who did I have? I had
with
9-5.
2-8, Soheil says, oh no, my friend, I'm going to raise, and Cornel just mucked his hand immediately. Let's move on.
2 flush draws, 2.
353 started out in this event 5 days ago. We're down to these 3.
Down
Cornel's
to
gonna make it
6-5 of
150.
clubs. He raised it to 150,000.
Now Soheil with a queen 10 of diamonds, contemplating this.
And he's singing, humming, having a big time here.
What is he doing?
That's
He's going to make the call.
No, when you said 150, I'm thinking
Just
this
gonna
is
call.
25,
Oh, okay,
and I
okay,
picked
okay.
up 6 of these.
Because you know that that's terrorism. Like you're
now
acting like
Matt.
you're gonna raise it. You know.
Matt's not going to play his 7-4.
He gets out of their way.
Check in the dark. He's gonna check in the dark.
Well, there we go. Another check in the dark. The famed play by Soheil. Well, here comes the flop. Come Queen Jack 9. Great flop for Soheil, but he checked in the dark. He has top pair and open in straight draw. Cornel quickly checking behind him.
And the 7 of clubs on the turn.
This does give Cornel a flush draw, but Soheil's now going to bet 150,000, and he's quickly called by Cornel.
Down to the river. Oh, look at this. Another club, 3 of clubs. That makes the flush for Cornel.
Unbelievable. He's backdoored the flush. Soheil's betting 200,000.
Come on, pay me off.
I'm thinking about it.
Thank you.
Cornel
Make it 500.
is going to raise here. Forget about paying him off. He's going to make it a $500,000.
What is that?
Now, my friend, it's your turn to pay him off.
This is going to sting if he does pay him off.
So this is going to be a curiosity call,
Flush.
Vince. He does call the extra 300,000. And he sees the flush. And there's a time that the check in the dark didn't pay off for the guy on the flop, Vince. Had he bet on the flop, he'd have won the pot right there.
Smile has anticipated quickly from Soheil. There's a big swing there for Cornel. As 3 players remain, we're coming back with more exciting action from Foxwoods in just a moment.
Who wants 50 bucks? I'm not joking. Deposit $1 and you get a $50 global spin ticket instantly at WPT Global. With this ticket, you could spin and win up to $300,000. Imagine what you could do with $300,000 right now. So go find a dollar in your couch or somewhere and sign up. Click the link in the YouTube description, sign up to WPT Global with bonus code SPIN50 and deposit $1. But hurry, it's only for the first 100 people.
Sort of sitting back, watching these guys clash it out there. And in the meantime, Soheil has caught him in chip count. It's a dead heat. And Soheil looks down at a pair of 7s. Got the 2 walking sticks.
Yeah, he's got the button. And what's his decision here?
250.
And he's going to raise it to 250.
Here's Matt Stout with the queen 9 of clubs. That's in the small blind. This guy never calls. He comes over the top, or he bets, or he's just not in there. Here he makes it 750,000.
Yeah. Cornel going out with king 8. And Soheil is not going anywhere. He's going to make the call with the 7s.
He calls 500,000 more. So folks, here's the 2 chip leaders going at it here. Here comes the flop. Let's come 10-8-3 rainbow.
Gives an inside straight draw there for Matt.
Yeah, but Jack would give him the nuts, as we say, the best hand possible. He's going to check. And Soheil quickly checks 2 7s right behind him.
Going to the turn.
4 comes off.
Yeah, no help to either player.
Action back on Matt.
1 million.
Oh, he's going to bet $1 million. Just not going to assume that Soheil had a pair in his hand because he didn't bet on the flop after he got checked to. So he's going to bet here to try to take down this pot.
Soheil, you don't look too shabby yourself.
Cornel and Soheil with that special bond between them.
If I was Cornel, I wouldn't be talking right now because I'd want these 2 guys to play a monster pot, or one of them would get broke. And I'd move up to at least 2nd place and have a chance to play for this title.
Yeah, I may be laying down the best hand. But I think
Soheil has a very tough situation. That you just can't imagine if a guy had an overpair, he would have checked on a flop with 1.6 million in the pot. You're more afraid that he would have 3 10s or 3 8s here than you'd be worried about an overpair. Well, it's a tough decision for Soheil here. But if he makes the right decision and plays this pot, chances are he could be the huge chip leader when it's over.
I'm probably laying down the best hand.
Ooh. And he's got to lay it down.
Well, he does lay it down, so the youngster, Matt Stout, made a great $1 million bet there on the turn to pick up that pot. The mistake was made by Soheil, in my opinion, by not betting on the flop when his opponent checked to him. Find out where you're at right now. Make a bet with those 2 7s. Chances are he'd won that pot rather than lost it.
Good hand or a good bet, man.
Well, patience pays off for Matt. He's our new chip leader. We're coming back with more action on the World Poker Tour. World Poker Finals.
And there you see the prize payouts. First place, over 900,000. Third, 265,000. So substantial difference in prize money from 1st to 3rd place.
And right now, the chip leader is Matt Stout with about 5.5 million in chips. Soheil Shamseddin with about 3.6. And now on the short stack, Cornel Cimpan. He looks at his cards and he's picked up a big hand, pair of ladies.
Well, blinds are 40 and 80,000. Cornel sitting with just over 1.3 million in chips. You know he's going to play this pot. You know he's going to raise it. Let's see how much.
I'm all in.
Oh,
He's going all in. He's making the over bet.
not going to take any chances with this. And he gets 2 quick folds.
I'm really surprised at that all-in bet, Vince. You think he bet about 200,000 and give them a chance to either play the pot or possibly try to bluff them by coming over the top of him, but he shuts them out when he moves all in. Maybe he was hoping that they had something like an ace-9 and thought he might have something weaker and call him, but wasn't to be.
No, it isn't. And he's got to be disappointed. He didn't grab more money when you get a quality hand like queens. Want a little bit more of a payoff. But here we go again. Action's going to be on Soheil as he looks down at a junky 8-5, and he elects to fold. But Matt Stout has picked up a nice ace-10.
He's in the small blind. He's going to raise it. Makes it 200,000 to go. Oh, and Cornel picking up another monster.
I'm all in.
He's got ace-king all in and quickly called by Matt.
Nice one.
Wow, you snapped me like that. Nah, good luck.
And right now, Cornel Cimpan in great shape to double up here. He has his opponent dominated. It's ace-king versus ace-10. And if Cornel wins this pot, we'll have a virtual 3-way tie in chip count. But if Matt gets lucky and wins this pot, he'll be the monster chip leader playing heads up for this title.
Cornel Cimpan picking up queens, and then back-to-back goes to ace-king. He's got to be loving this. Already took down 1 WPT title. Going after a second tonight. Will his hand hold up? Here's the flop.
The flop comes Jack 8 deuce with 2 spades. So as the cards lie, Matt needs a 10 to take the lead. 2 running spades or 2 running cards to make a straight would also give him the win. If the board pairs twice, they would split the pot.
Matt looking a little dismal there, hoping for a turnaround.
Well, the king comes off, but even though that paired Cornel, Matt can still win the pot by catching a queen. That would give him an ace-high straight. He needs a lucky lady to knock Cornel out here. A king comes off on the river.
Nice hand.
So Matt Stout takes a big hit for the first time at this final table.
Nice hand.
Thank you.
Well, folks, with that hand, we are just about out of time here at the Foxwoods Resort Casino.